So, if you listen to the BBC, you'd get the impression that everything's all hunky-dory now between Iran and the US. America murdered a high-ranking military official, and Iran responded after their 4-day funeral with bombing a couple of US military bases. And it's all good. No one cares. Here's the problem with that. While Donald Trump has tweeted out more or less, it's all cool, don't worry about it, Donald Trump contradicts himself all the time. The man's a pathological liar. All you have to do is follow him for one day on Twitter and you will see him lie. And even if you believe everything the man says, he will contradict himself within that day. So he was lying the first time or he's lying the second time. The other problem we have, and while I understand that the Middle Eastern correspondent, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry for that. While I understand this guy saying, you know, if everyone around Trump starts saying, okay, look, they did their best and they didn't actually kill anyone, or at least as we know so far they haven't killed anyone, you know, this is a way for everyone to save face. It's all good now, we can just let it go. The problem is Donald Trump hasn't got anyone like that around him. He is surrounded by chicken hawks. He's surrounded by people who want war, who are bloodthirsty for war. And Donald Trump is heavily influenced by the last person he spoke to. Quite often he'll speak to Sean Hannity, who is a commentator on Fox News, who again have a massive hard-on for war and murdering innocent people. And let's not forget that over the weekend, Donald Trump and Mike Pompeo, the same guy who gave the UK orders to attack the shipment from Iran, which then backfired on us because we got fucked because the Conservatives have cut our military and we had to go begging for help, which America didn't give. That Mike Pompeo. They both said over the weekend that they have a list of cultural targets that they would essentially bomb the fuck out of should Iran respond after one of their highest military official was murdered. Here's a problem with that. First and foremost, that's what a terrorist does. A terrorist goes after cultural targets, cultural locations, and only terrorists go after these things because you're not going to have military personnel there. They're not military bases. The only reason you would attack a cultural site is to murder innocent people. And that's the context that the BBC keep missing out. That's the context that people like Michael Fabricant, who seems to have a major hard-on for this potential war, keeps ignoring. America, the Trump administration, is threatening to murder innocent civilians. And Donald Trump is surrounded by people who want this to happen, who have been wanting this to happen for years. And something else that the BBC conveniently leave out. Why the hell is the Royal Navy moving into this territory? This is between America and America and Iran. Nikki Haley, the former the former US American ambassador, came on TV recently and said things like, look, everyone's celebrating that Soleimani is dead. The man had evil in his veins, or his veins were evil, or some crap like that. The problem is, when she came out and said that Russia and China both said nothing about this, that was an outright lie. Again, context matters. China themselves have been incredibly blunt about this because they're not big fans of the Trump administration, thanks to the moronic trade war. And they have said, if shit kicks off, we're going to back Iran. So why the hell is the UK getting involved in this? Why are we still taking orders from the Trump administration? And why is it that British Conservatives are so spineless that they can't say, you know what, we're not going to do what a foreign country tells us to do? If I remember rightly, that's what Brexit was all about. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like what I'm trying to do here, feel free to like, subscribe, and all the usual stuff. The best place to follow me and to keep up to date with what I'm doing is Twitter, BamGibson30. And if you'd like to support the channel, then you can go to The Great North, a fantastic clothing company based in Canada. They use a lot of recycled materials to make some really great merchandise. Using the promo code Ginger Archer, you can get 30% off of your order. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.